Welcome back, everybody. Today we got another Kevin Samuels classic. And trust me, this one goes left fast.
Hi.
Hi.
I hello. So I actually at first I was going to call in reference to the young man, but then you were soliciting the ladies, so I
Okay.
decided to give it a try.
Okay. What's your
Um,
first name so I know what to address you as?
B.
B?
Yes.
Okay, B. What do you got for me?
Well, I was actually calling in because you had asked, do the ladies do you qualify for a high quality man? So I guess just to provide a little bit of perspective, I guess when I'm looking at the chat, it looks as if women over 30 don't really qualify. This year
Hold on.
in
Let
June,
me clear that. Let me clear that up. I didn't say that.
okay.
I
I
don't think
spend,
that. I don't think that. The game is different over 30. So I want to make
hmm,
sure that's 100% clear. Go ahead.
okay. Well, I'm 27. I'll be 28 in June.
Okay.
And I feel like I know where I rank on the sexual marketplace,
Okay.
but I guess from watching your channel, I just found you like 2 days ago. From watching your channel, my guess is that, it's best to hear that from a heterosexual male.
Well, there you go. I'm curious. How did you find me? How did you find me?
Oh gosh.
Did I
The
pop
name
up
of
and
the
recommend it
video,
or something?
it was recommended. The
Really?
name of the video was Ladies, do you qualify?
Okay.
Can you get a high value man? Should you be a stay at home wife? Something like that.
Okay.
And for some reason, I clicked on it. I was like, what is this? I clicked on it and it was a really nice setup. You had the candles and all that stuff. So I was like, this is really cool. But what I like about your channel, so I watch, other YouTubers, like I think you guys mentioned him before. We talked about like the Chrissies and stuff.
Uh-huh.
I like that you do hold both of us accountable. It's both Black women and Black men. We both need to be held accountable.
Yes. So
Um, yes.
I find it interesting that I'm being. My name is Kevin Samuels. I'm a personal and corporate image consultant, life coach. Um, a lot of the guys I work with are the guys that a lot of women want to deal with. And
Hmm.
as a white collar man myself, um, I've lived this kind of environment. So I find it interesting that I'm being recommended to more women these days. But let's get into it. You're 27 and you're a sister, right?
Yes,
Did you go to college?
I did.
Cool.
Hmm.
What'd you go to school for?
I graduated in real estate.
Okay. Let's. Uh, so since you're anonymous, B, uh, no one knows you. I'm not doing any back tracing. What city are you in?
I'm in the DMV area.
DMV area. All right. So this is where you're gonna need to tell the truth. Do you want to be a stay-at-home wife?
I really was thinking about that because to be open, um, I have a child.
Okay.
My son's father and we have a great co-parenting relationship. We do talk about, potentially getting back, together and stuff. So, but I know that I'm not automatically saying like, oh, I deserve a man that doesn't have kids or anything like that. I try to find somebody who's, maybe has kids, somebody who's preferably 10 years older, but
Right.
I'm okay. I'm totally open with someone who has kids, obviously.
How old is
But
your child?
he's 3.
Okay. So you still in the baby daddy me and him may work phase.
I refer to him as my son's father. I have a lot of respect for him.
Well, that's cool. I
Yes,
mean,
my son.
look, no heat. I'm just trying to understand. So,
Mhm,
um, well, so if things, is he older than you?
mhm. Not by that much, just by a little bit, like three
Is he a
years or so.
provider male?
So the thing is that when I first met him, I didn't understand how he was. We have two different money languages. I
Mm-hmm.
didn't understand how he was. Now that I look at his father and how his father is towards his mother, I see. Um, he's in I believe he's still in the beginning stages of his career. So he works as like a CPA. He's in like accounting and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
He's also a member of what is it, the K Kappa Alpha Psi. So
Yeah, yeah,
he's
that's
like
what
a
I
frat
am.
brother.
Yeah.
I
So,
know.
so,
I can tell.
so so what I'm hearing is the answer is no. Is he or isn't it? Because a provider male either is or is not.
Oh no, he provides for my son. He definitely provides for my son.
Let me
Right now
let
he
me
doesn't
clear
make
up
enough.
provider male, meaning he want he is he is willing to pay 100% of the bills.
If we were together,
Yes,
yes.
that's ultimately what it means. Ultimately, that's what
Yes,
a provider male means. He's willing to pay
absolutely.
100% of the bills. All right. So, I don't know him.
Mhm.
So let's go down the path. If it doesn't work out, do you want to be a stay-at-home wife or do you want to work?
I would love to be a stay-at-home wife and support the family and, cultivate an environment where it would be peaceful for him to come home. He goes and does what he needs to do.
Uh-huh.
And I would 100% love to step into that role. And
So,
I know he wants more kids, but I said no more, no more, no more kids out of wedlock. No more.
okay. So we're having two different conversations. I'm talking about if it doesn't work. If it doesn't work,
Mhm.
you want to be a stay-at-home wife still. And understand what I mean by stay-at-home wife. Meaning you don't want to be required to work in order for the money you make to go towards substantial bills. That's what
Yes.
that's what it means to be a stay-at-home wife.
Hmm.
So is that what you want? Do you want to
Yes,
be
I do.
required to work in order to pay significant bills? No.
No.
All right. So let me tell you, to all us black women, y'all just need to start just telling the truth. All the
Okay.
extra words, I'm just like, you're just talking. Because the more words you use, the more of a yes it is. You're just trying to soften it. The reality is you got a child, and you and my frat brother are doing whatever y'all do. If it work out, y'all will work yourself out. But if it doesn't, you still want to you want to go out here and find a man to set you down to be a stay-at-home wife. Now, of course, just without knowing you, that's going to be a strike against you. A child counts against every woman.
I know.
And you are over. You're getting 27. You'll be 28 when
In June
June.
next
Oh,
month.
so you got 2 years before
Yeah.
you hit the wall. Um, height, weight, dress size.
5'5", 135. I feel like it depends on the brand, but let's say a size 6, just to be
Okay.
fair.
All right. I don't want to get into sororities and stuff like that. So here's the thing. My suggestion is always marry the baby daddy.
Yeah.
I've been both. I've been both. I've been a
Hmm.
stepfather, and my first child, my only child, was born out of wedlock. It is so much easier.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know why you guys aren't together, but here's the side. Uh, you have a son or a daughter?
We have a son.
Okay. Ooh, having another man have discipline over your child, over your son, because you want to provide a male. If your son needs a butt whooping, the belt is coming out. There ain't gonna be no negotiation, B.
Yeah.
So let me go ahead and let me level set you on some things about what it means to be a stay-at-home wife. One, whatever religion, whatever church he wants to go to, that's where you're gonna go to. Uh, he's at. You are the stay-at-home wife. He provides everything outside the home. I mean, unless you're working on social media or whatever, don't be surprised if he says you don't need to be on that much social media because a lot of BS happens on that. But let me get on to the important things.
Hmm.
Discipline, 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 discipline. Do not be surprised if a provider type male says, "Yeah, B, you do it for me, but here's what it's going to take. All right, I'll marry you. I'll set you down. You can be my wife. We're going to have to send Lil B down with his daddy. We're going to have to give full custody to his daddy. We're going to pay child support. We're going to be non custodial." Would you be willing to do that?
I would, but I think ever since I found your channel, 2 days ago, I was really just thinking about it. I think maybe I'm not giving him enough credit
That's possible.
as far as as far as the things that
Why are you
um
guys not together?
so
I don't know
it's a
you,
bad
lady. You
story,
just
but
tell me.
I when I graduated back 2016, he had asked me maybe a few weeks before if he could propose to me on graduation day. And his mom had told me later on that, he had had the ring and she was hiding it away from me and all that stuff. And I had told him, I said, don't please don't propose to me on my graduation day. That's my day. I am, you're going to take away my shine from school. I was all in that masculine energy. I really didn't understand. And so
Were
that
you
was
raised
one
by your mom and
rejection.
dad?
Yeah, both of my parents.
Okay.
Yeah, my mom, she stayed at home for a little bit and then
Does your
she
father know?
wanted to
Does
go
your
back
father
to
know
work.
your BD?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got permission. So, my dad, told me
Whoa, whoa, whoa,
a
whoa,
couple
whoa,
years
whoa, whoa.
back.
Wait, B, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute, B. Wait a minute, B.
Yeah.
Your dad, your father knows your BD. And your
Absolutely.
BD got permission from your dad for your hand in marriage.
Yes.
And you decided to raise up and say, don't propose to me because this white man ceremony with this little piece of paper with this thing is more important than being your partner for the rest of my life. So don't do it on that day. Is that right?
Yeah, look, I'm coming clean.
Hold on, let me give you another one.
Yeah,
Come on, sis.
I know.
And
I
did you
know.
already have the child by that time? No.
No, 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 no. So then for graduation, we went on like, a cruise to celebrate, and we went with two of our best friends. They're married, and you know how the cruises they have the little steakhouses and stuff, and
Mm-hmm.
he tried to do it again that night, and I remember looking at him in the restaurant, and I could see the look on everybody's faces, and he was getting ready to do it, and I just kind
So
of
what
like
is it? What
whispered,
is
I said,
his? He's a CPA.
"Mhm,
So his degree was in accounting.
yes,"
And your degree
and
is
we
in
went to
what?
the same college.
And what's your degree?
I said,
Huh?
"Real estate."
You went to real estate college.
No, no, no. I graduated with a bachelor's in real estate.
Okay. So this is where I'm gonna have to ask you a real hard question.
Sure.
Do you ultimately I'm asking, do you feel like you're better than him?
Um,
Yep.
Honestly, up until this,
Yep.
yeah,
Yeah, you do.
I'll be honest.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Up, yeah, up until 2 days ago, yes. Until I found your channel,
So
which I'm really glad I did because it really provided a different perspective, and
so
I
well let's
see.
let's get to the root of why. Was he raised with his mother and father?
Mhm.
All right. So as far as looks, um, do you guys look like you guys match as far as physicality?
Yeah, I think so. And looks really didn't matter. Really doesn't matter to me.
Well, okay. But I mean, so what I'm trying to understand is this. You sound like you have a stable upbringing. He has a stable upbringing.
Yeah.
He asked your father for your hand in marriage, and this man wanted to propose to you twice, and you didn't want him to. Hold on, listen, breathe,
I
breathe, 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 breathe. I got it. I got it.
I'm breathing. I'm
I
breathing.
got it. I got it. This was
Okay.
before you had a child.
Hmm.
How long had you guys been together?
Oh, 7 years. And at
Okay,
that point,
I
it was
got it.
probably
I got it. I got you have been together since high school?
no, no,
Right
no.
after high school?
Like it was like 2 weeks of my freshman year. I met him, and
Right,
we lived. It was
right,
just
right.
yeah.
So, you ready?
Hmm. Yeah, I'm ready.
You were still positive. There was part of you thinking you could do better.
Hmm.
I've lived this. I've seen this. I've seen this. You thought you could do better. You liked him. You loved him. You had history. But I'm a new graduate. I am out here and I am fabulous and I am fierce, honey. And you don't know. I may find a guy whose elbows I like a little bit better. His back, his molars may be a little straighter. And yes, sis, you thought you were better and you thought you could do better. This man tried to lock. I need you to sit down. Take your shoes off and get comfortable.
I'm sitting down. I have a glass of
I
wine. I
need
don't
you to
have to
sit
go to
down
work
and get
tomorrow.
comfortable. You made the
Yeah.
classical mistake that so many sisters make. You won too soon with no pain. You thought you were supposed to suffer. You thought you were supposed to go get on the cock carousel and get hurt by the big juicy cock, and you thought it was supposed to. You were supposed to be singing Beyonce songs and hot girl summers and shit. You weren't supposed to be doing what the white girls did. Right out of college and married. No, it needed to hurt some.
Mhm. Yeah, admittedly, again, this is me just coming clean. Admittedly, what was that, 2016? I wasn't thinking about settling down, having a family. I wanted to be like my friends.
So how did you
And I
end
think
up
that's another
getting
thing.
pregnant then? I mean, I understand you guys were sexually active for 7 years, but out of
Mhm.
college, you were you on birth control in college?
Yes, and I, you know,
Okay.
got off. I was thinking, oh, it's not going to happen
Whoa.
to me, to us.
Whoa. Hold on. Did biology stop all of a sudden? Why would it not happen?
No, no, no.
All right, sis.
I see the error in ways.
That doesn't have the ring of truth to it. And you're
Mhm.
20, you got pregnant at 24?
25.
25.
Yeah, 24.
So you'd been out of school
26.
for how many years by that time?
It was not even a one full year.
All right.
And yeah.
Have you seen? Oh, does he watch this show?
I hope not.
All right. Well, I'm not going to ask this question, but the question I
It's
was going to
okay.
ask you is: have you saw other men, or if you guys if you guys have been monogamous for the 7 years? Don't answer that.
Oh yeah. Well,
Okay.
I know I
Okay.
have,
All
but
right. So good.
part.
Good.
Oh,
So
never mind.
again, your girlfriends, your female friends, do any of them have what you have as far as a man?
So, admittedly, one did. She was married, but just this year, she decided that that's not what she wanted anymore. And now I'm realizing the importance of choosing um, the type of friends that I'm around.
She,
Again, I can't blame them. I'm taking full responsibility
hold on. Let
for.
me back up. So you had a friend who divorced her husband,
They're now separated.
but she initiated the process.
From what she has told me, not throwing her business out there, but yeah.
All right. And did she tell you it was because he was beating her? Was he doing it, or was it just irreconcilable differences? She's not happy.
Maybe reconcile. Yeah, she's not happy,
All
and
right.
maybe she didn't think it was
Okay.
what it was
So
supposed.
okay. So you and this woman are already in the 26% of black women who have found a husband, but your friend
Mhm.
is one of the 8 out of 10 black women who walk away from marriages that they really shouldn't be walking away from because of this hypergamy. Grass is greener on the other side. I can't deal with her. But what I'm telling
Mhm.
you is, you gotta. I don't know. Maybe you're solo under a good star, but your life is not out there with another man. You need to be happy that you found this, because I'm gonna tell you what you need to do is, you don't need to walk. You need to run back to that man and beg for his. I don't know if to say beg for his forgiveness, but do whatever you have to do to reassure him that you understand what you have in him. Because let me tell you, sis, real talk,
Mhm.
you ain't gonna find that out here. You ain't, baby mamas are side chicks. 5'5", 135 pounds. You sound perfectly lovely, but baby girl, you're gonna get passed around, and you're gonna just up your body count. And the likelihood of somebody taking on that and marrying you, especially when they start hearing this backstory, no. You got lucky. You got lucky, and he's still talking to you and dealing with you.
Oh, absolutely. We have a great
Well,
relationship. I think,
but he
yeah,
loves you. So that's my point. He loves you.
yeah, I realize that, kind of now.
Well,
I think listening to the hypergamy and the level up coaches and
oh
stuff
Jesus
like that,
Christ!
you
And
do
see,
get lost in that.
that's what I
So,
want. And there it is. It's that hypergamy, that level up culture that is ruining so many black women out of functional relationships. Understand,
it is,
you both come from stable families and you won.
yeah.
What is it that you want to level up
Two, how much money does he need to make? How cute does he have to be? How good does the sex have? What is it that what would the you of a week ago classify as winning?
Well, I think another thing that I kind of was taking into play was I was worried about being, you hear about the starter wives. So I was like, okay, well, I don't want to be a starter wife. And I know right now, obviously, I'm faced with the fact that yes, I made a decision. I have a son.
Wait a minute, the starter
So that
wife.
it,
This dude tried to marry you twice right out of college.
yeah, I know.
That doesn't make any sense. You're making
Maybe
up
my fear was,
problems.
mm, yeah,
Okay, you got to be honest with yourself, sis. You thought you could do better. And all I'm asking is what would better look like? What would winning look like? He obviously had to have more than what you had. Was it better looking, more money?
maybe back then it was,
Which one? There are two things there.
mm,
Money.
I'm not ready to. I guess right now I don't know. I can only speak for how I was feeling maybe when I found the level up journey.
Money.
That whole movement.
Level up is
Yes.
never about looks, it's about money. Let's cut to the chase,
Mhm.
sis. Needed a
Yeah.
dude that was not an accountant. You needed a lawyer, a doctor, a baller. You needed a dude with fast money, quick paper. You didn't need no boring ass dude that was doing balance sheets and on one knee singing babyface songs to you. You needed some passion. I get it. And all this shit almost got, and this guy, what I need you to understand is you're talking to a man who did not look to do this for a living. This is not part of, anyway. The guy wanted to propose to you in front of, if you watch my channel, he wanted to propose to you in public twice. Got
Mhm.
your daddy's approval. And then let you shut him down twice. And he is still dealing with you. You are so, so lucky. There is nothing about being somebody else's wife or anything else you should ever be. See, I need you to understand what I'm about to say. You won too soon, and you don't know how good you have it. Let me tell you, you should not need to have sex with 5, 10 more men to realize, I had it with him, because you're not going to be the same chick. And once you finally break his heart enough to where he's done, are you ready? I need to brace for this one. This is gonna sting.
I got the line.
Okay.
It's okay.
You know he loves you more than you love him. So you always
Mm.
count on the fact that he'll always be there. Let me tell you, that ends. And once he decides no more, you can't go back through that door. Want me to
Yeah.
give you my ex-wife's phone number? She'll tell you all about this ride. It's rough as for hell. And you'll spend the next decades regretting. That's as real as it gets, sis. You got a black man
Yeah.
who's a CPA. That means he can own his own business. Whatever friend
Yeah. And I know.
that was that left her husband, you need to delete her out your phone.
Yeah, I've been, kind of keeping it very short and distant.
Well,
But yeah, I know since I've been on the level up journey, I will say there's been good things. Like I've learned to be a bit more rest in my femininity and learn to kind of let him take lead.
mm-hmm.
And I hope that I didn't emasculate him
Oh, you
by,
emasculated the hell out of
denying
this
him
dude.
twice. I know,
Hold on,
I know,
Erica. I'm
I
gonna
know.
put you on the side. Sis, I'm gonna put you on mute for Erica. But I gotta get to Erica. You
Yeah,
emasculated
yeah.
him. And there are people in the chat room saying he deserves better. And the thing is, I can feel what they're saying, because you don't strike me as the kind of woman that would have accepted the kind of treatment you gave to him. You really, this level up thing, that's a nice way of saying you think you're better than him. And if he ever gets to the point to where he realizes he's too good for this, You got a chance here, sis.
Yeah.
Don't blow it.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You got it?
She's 27 years old, has a child, and made a bold decision a few years ago. She left her man because she believed she could level up. She was convinced there was something better waiting on the other side. Maybe her friends told her she deserved more. Maybe social media convinced her she was settling. Maybe she believed a higher earning, more attractive, more successful man was right around the corner. But now, years have passed, and she still hasn't found anyone serious. Kevin Samuels often challenged people to think carefully before walking away from stable situations. Not because every relationship should be saved, but because many people leave relationships based on fantasies rather than realities. She believed the dating market would reward her immediately. Instead, she's discovering that attention is easy to find, but commitment is much harder. Now she's getting messages, dates, compliments, and interest from men. But when it comes to serious commitment, long-term planning, and marriage-minded relationships, the results aren't matching her expectations. The men she wants seem unavailable, non-committal, or unwilling to take things further. And for the first time, she's wondering whether she underestimated what she already had. The difficult question isn't whether she can still find love. Of course she can. The question is whether she made her decision based on reality or based on the belief that something dramatically better was guaranteed.